Hey everybody, we are back, and guess what? I am in school, and I'm at BOCES, and I can't wait to see you, hopefully in the next week or two, okay? But I have a project for you to do at home this week while you are getting ready to see us next week. We are going to be making some names. So, my first name is Jesse, although a lot of you call me Mr. Steiner, okay? And what are we going to be using to make these names? Well, since everybody's still at home, not everybody has lots of crazy, funky art materials, we are using things that you probably have at home. Not Cheerios, but the box from Cheerios or crackers or pasta, okay? You can use any type of box that you have, and what you're gonna do is you are going to cut the box. Now, you may need a grown-up to help with this part, and you may be able to do some of it by yourself. I will let the adults make the decision as to what is the best direction to go with them, okay? So, I'm going to cut my box, open it up, and then cut one more piece off of here. And then I'm going to cut one more time so that I have a few different strips that are different lengths, okay? And then I can cut pieces that are long, okay? These are great for the parts of your name that are long up and down. And then I can also cut this into smaller pieces for the parts of your name that are a little bit shorter, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to do your name, okay? And while I want to do Mr. Steiner, I'm going to go with Jesse. Simply because it's less letters, and it means that it'll be easier for me to show you what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to write out my name with a pencil. And I'm using a pencil because that way I can erase it if I don't cover it with the pieces of the boxes, okay? Then, I'm going to let the top of my glue roll across the table, and I'm going to put some glue on top of my name, okay? And I'm only going to do, here's a trick, something to remember. I'm only going to put the glue on one letter at a time, because if I do the whole name, by the time I get to the end, it'll be dry. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the J, and then I'm going to get a piece that is going to fit, and I'm going to, let's see, and if it doesn't fit perfectly, that's okay. And there's my J. And then I'm going to take the glue and I'm going to go over my E. And I'm going to show you this one. And then I'm going to show you an S, because S's can be tricky. And if you have a piece of the box that's too long, you can cut it, or you can even just tear it with your hands. And that's another totally fine way of doing it, okay? Now, the S's and letters that have curves to them can be kind of tricky. So we're not going to be able to make that full curve, but that's okay. I can still make the S by using kind of pointy, by using straight lines, okay? The other thing that I can do is I could just tear little squares and stick little squares, and I'm going to hold this up for you to see in about 3 seconds. Put on little squares so that you can make a curve, okay? Now, I am going to leave it at that. If you have any questions about the project, please don't hesitate to email me at jlsteiner@pnwboces.org. And before I say goodbye, I'll also say if you don't have construction paper, you can use regular copy paper. You can also just use cardboard boxes, or you could even use the inside of one of these boxes. If you open it up, you can get a big, wide area, and you can do your name on the inside of the box, okay? I can't wait to see you all in school the week of the 14th, and have a great week. Bye-bye.